Good morning, family. Happy Monday. I hope everyone on this video is doing well. We've all had an amazing weekend also. Now, welcome back to the Daily Market Outlook. It is Monday, the 27th of January, 2025. How fast are these months going, or weeks, should I say? Wow, we are literally almost in February already, which is crazy, like literally crazy. So yeah, let's make the most of it. And as you guys know, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel where I give free daily market outlooks to every single person who watches these videos, and I explain what the market is doing currently and what I think the market's going to do. If you don't know already, I am a trader who basically trades market structure and supply and demand, with obviously other concepts inside of that as well. For me, supply and demand is something that is the best strategy I've ever come across. With market structure, of course. Like if you're someone who's on this, video or in my YouTube, actual channel and stuff, and you're watching the videos, I want you to understand that if you're working full time, this is the perfect strategy for you. This is 110% the perfect strategy for you. Okay, so let's get straight into the daily market outlook. So as you guys already know, we always start off with the dollar. So the dollar is the pair that we always want to analyze first. So looking at where we're currently at on the dollar on a daily time frame, you'll be able to see that. Let me just get this up. We've been trading upwards. So of course, we've been creating higher highs and higher lows. And then all of a sudden, as you guys know, we had, in fact, let me pull back from this low to this higher high. We had a pullback. We come up and broke on the 4 hour, and then we had this big movement down. So I've been telling you for a while that this daily is going to get taken, this daily higher low, and that is what's happened so far at the end of last week. Now we're currently in this range right now, and we've got the 4 hour range here. So if I just drop down to the 4 hour, pardon me, you'll be able to see that this is where we're currently at. So we have our 4 hour lower high and our 4 hour lower low. Now, we said last week about the markets coming up into this 4 hour supply area and taking out this high. We have had that high taken out only just, and we're getting some movement down. Now, for me, it's not enough for me to just participate. I'm still going to wait to see if we can get the market to come into this 4 hour supply area. And then obviously that's when I'd want to look for the dollar to go on downwards. Obviously, if the dollar carries on downwards from here, so let's say the dollar carries on downwards from here, then I'll be looking at this 4 hour range to our new 4 hour lower low, and then looking at carrying this 4 hour trend downwards. So my predominant thought is imbalances below this 4 hour supply all here. We could use these pretty much now as equal highs, which is liquidity. So that is my thought. Can we see one more pump into this 4 hour supply and then get the movement away from there? So that is my thoughts for the dollar. Now, going into GBP USD, we actually do have a nice clean setup if we can get the pullback. So firstly, let's just go into the daily time frame. So let's go into the daily time frame, and you'll be able to see that the GBP USD is looking a lot more clearer and cleaner than Euro USD for me. We've got a better structure on the daily time frame. So you can see that we've created this daily lower high and daily lower low. Now, obviously, we're now in this 4 hour supply, which is the extreme level of this structure of this, supply area on the daily time frame. So obviously, if we're following the daily time frame, the daily is in a downwards trend. Now we're in this 4 hour supply area, and the market on the 4 hours been trending upwards. We obviously don't just sell from here and expect the best. We need to see a 4 hour change of trend. So we need to see the 4 hour have a change of trend, which then means that we can now participate in selling this downwards, if that makes sense. I know that is one ugly drawing, but yeah, hopefully that does make sense. So we're looking at where we're currently at. You'll be able to see that we obviously have this 4 hour higher low and now our 4 hour higher high. I expect to see the market retrace and then carry on upwards. If we don't get that, then obviously the next thing is what we just talked about. If we have a retracement and then we break, then we obviously want to then have a new range. So we would have broke this, and then we're going to look to then carry this trend on downwards to target this daily lower low. So that is my thoughts for GU. So keep an eye out on that, but that is a clean area of 4-hour structure. So if I just drop down to the 4-hour, I really do like this 4-hour demand area below. So obviously right now you'll have to see that we are in these demand areas. We are in a 4-hour demand area here, and yes, we can just carry on upwards, of course. But one thing that I always like to see is understand that this is a 4-hour 1-hour structure within the 4-hour leg. So we've got 1 hour higher lows and higher highs. Eventually the market will retrace on the 1 hour down into the 4 to then carry this trend on upwards. Everything is what we call fractal. So even though yes, that's a demand and that's a demand and we're reacting out of that demand area, it doesn't mean that we're not going to come lower, and once we do break this demand area, it only means that we need to sell. No, we need to understand that we're in a 4-hour range, and this is our 4-hour demand area. These are just 1-hour demand areas. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, but that is my demand area I'd like to see. So let's see how that plans out. We need to see a 1-hour change of trend from here. Going into Euro USD from the daily time frame, you'll be able to see that we're obviously now bullish. So we've obviously had the downtrend that was happening, lower lows and lower highs. And then we had this shift where this area here should have gone and carried on to create a new lower low. But we got a pullback, and then we had this big movement up, which created a higher high. So this here was our daily change of trend. Now, as you can see, we had a pullback and then another change of trend as well. So for me, our daily range is here. But if we drop down to the 4-hour, you'll be able to notice that we've got a new 4-hour range. So from where we're looking right now, you'll be able to see that this is my main 4-hour demand area. So I would like to personally see the market come down into this area and then carry this trend on upwards. And this area is around, the 0.4200 area. Around this sort of area, we have imbalance. So let's see what happens from here. That would be my predominant thoughts for Euro USD. It'd be interesting to see how it reacts going into today. But just understand as well, hopefully you guys can see this, but we are reacting currently out of this daily or 4-hour daily supply area here. The daily supply area, and if I drop down to the 4, it'll probably be a little bit more refined. Yeah, you can see consolidation, big move. So that is our 4-hour daily supply area. So we are in that supply. So make sure you just keep an eye out on that. AUD USD, let's quickly just go to the daily time frame and see what she's doing. So let's look at this. So currently right now, we've had a daily change of trend. So we've had a daily change of trend. So you can see from this high here that got taken out, we had that daily change of trend. If I drop down to the 4-hour, you'll be able to see that this is my 4-hour demand area, this area here. And we have just taken this low. So what I wanted to see is this area met. We haven't quite got that right now, but I still believe, that if the market does want to retrace, we will get a retrace into this 4-hour demand, and then we'll get this trend to carry on upwards. So that is my first thoughts. Yes, we've taken out this low, but we've not filled in the rest of this imbalance, and we've also not tapped into this demand area. So this could be early inducement for London session before New York. So keep an eye out on that, but clear 4-hour range from this higher low to this higher high. So yeah, expect the market to tap into this demand and carry on upwards unless we get that change of trend. But for me, the next area we need to look out for potential reversals would be this level of daily supply here. This level of daily supply. So that is something to obviously keep in mind. NZUSD should be the exact same. So as you guys can see, we've had that daily change of trend, which was here, and now we're in this daily range. Dropping down to the 4-hour, you'll be able to see that the 4-hour demand areas that I have, I think I give it out on Friday on the daily market outlook, is these two 4-hour demand areas. This is the daily. Let's just get rid of this a sec. pardon me, and you'll be able to see we've got a 4 hour demand area here. And I said, this is valid, but also this is also valid. We've got a little bit of imbalance and we could use this low as liquidity. Now, this is obviously a valid demand area to carry this trend on upwards. So if you guys are comfortable enough and you like the look of, this time frame and this pair, feel free to look for a smaller time frame entry on, on NZUSD on here from this. But for me, we haven't taken any liquidity. That's my only issue is this is the only liquidity that I can see. So I would prefer the market to dip below and then get that change of trend to carry on upwards. But we might not get that, of course. So that is NZUSD. Keep an eye out on that. USD CAD is still not broken out of that zone. And I'll just quickly show you guys who are new. I don't trade anything that I don't like the look of. So if you look at this movement on USD CAD, that is extremely ugly. Like that is, we don't know if we should be buying, selling. We can follow structure, but we actually don't know. And this big, huge wick, which manipulated a lot of people, for me, I'd rather just stay away. I'd rather stay away from USD CAD right now because of how ugly that is. I'd rather wait for a breakout. So if we can get like, a breakout, for instance, of these lows, then that'll be clearer to take this trend on downwards. So that is my thoughts for USD CAD. Patiently sitting on my hands. USD CHF. Okay, so USD CHF, it looks like we're going to take out this daily, let's get rid of this daily higher low, which we've been seeing for quite some time now. We've had this daily range for a while. So, of course, if we break that, we'll get a new daily range. Looking at the 4 hour, we've just taken out this 4 hour, lower low from this 4 hour supply area here, which is clean. So right now, we've got 56 minutes left on this candle. What I'd wait for is we're going to get a break of structure, and then I want to see a pullback into this area. So then we have a clean 4 hour supply area, and then I will be looking at selling USD CHF from this area to carry on downwards, and then taking out the 4 hour and also taking out the daily higher low. So some clean setups going into this week. Hopefully you guys are prepared. Again, you don't have to jump into every single setup. Pick one or two and make sure that you're sticking with the right risk management and also sticking to your plan. But other than that, guys, I hope that you've all had an amazing weekend, and I hope that you all have an amazing week also. Make sure that you guys have got your notifications turned on for when I upload the videos, and also make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and also drop in the likes and comments. Any question that you have, feel free to add in the comment section, and I'm here to help you guys as much as I can. But other than that, we will obviously keep up to date throughout the week. And I think that's pretty much it. Take care and God bless.